Manufacturing Company hires people that were born and raised to work in this industry.
I grew up farming, and we had to hook up equipment on our farm.
I still actively farm. I know what the farmers' problems are. I can use that to help make our products better.
What kind of separates a successful farm from one that's having a little more trouble right now is the ability to market your grain.
And the best way to manage that?
On-farm storage.
Sue Rother, fleet manager for Sukup Trucking Operations.
We've had several calls where a farmer has broke down, a dealer needs the part right away. We do whatever we can to get it there.
The Sukup Dealer Network is also a critical part of the company's success.
Our relationship with our dealers is very close. They know who they can contact if they have a need.
The dealers are absolutely committed to this product.
When you buy something, you want to make sure you have good service that comes with it.
Welcome back to Wray Eagles baseball. Game 1, Wiggins took that one 8-5. Wray looking to strike back in game number 2. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. All the action in the top of the first inning of game 2 brought to you by Eagle Oil. Eagle Oil of Wray can handle all your fuel and oil needs. Eagle Oil just east of Wray on Highway 34. Getting his first start of the season on the mound for Wray is Joey Wymira. He has played in 4 games now, all in relief, and he has really established himself as probably the best arm in the Wray rotation to this point. So here he is getting the first start. We'll see how he does in a starting role, as leading us off once again, Brody Fry. He is ahead 2-0 in the count, and then swings at a pitch in the dirt for strike one. 2 balls and a strike to Brody Fry. Kind of strange. Wray in game 1 was designated as the road team. However, in game 2, they're back to being the home team despite putting on their road uniforms. So there's a whole lot of confusion here, as one is grounded right up the middle for a base hit for Brody Fry. So Fry has himself a leadoff single here for Wiggins. Top of the first inning, no outs. Toribio Gonzalez, he is starting on the mound for Wiggins in game 2. So a early pitcher versus pitcher matchup here. First pitch to him misses above the belt for ball 1. Gonzalez in game 1, Gomez in game 1 went 1 for 3 at the plate. Looking to advance Fry on the bases as a pickoff attempt at first is unsuccessful. Fry able to dive back in. One-0 count to Gomez. Wymura, a glance at first. Here is the next delivery. That one misses off the plate. 2-0. You can see all these clouds coming in from the west. Again, the reason they moved these games up from 2 p.m. to 1 p.m. was so they can try to beat forecasted weather that is on the docket for this afternoon. We'll see if we can beat it, as a line up the middle again for Gomez. It's back-to-back base hits to open this game by Wiggins, and Fry able to make it safely to third. So 2 singles, and there's now base runners on the corners with no outs. That brings in Grayson Johnson. Johnson, the catcher for this game, as he was in game 1, as we go through the Wiggins batting order for this second game. Brody Fry at short, Gomez on the mound, Johnson at catcher, Zaguirre now at second this game, Baseller in center field, Book in right field, Flores in left field, Mendoza at third, and Freoff at first. Head coach is Aaron Phillips in his 8th season. First pitch to Johnson was missed on the inside for ball 1. Wind is blowing here in the Dust Bowl. Next delivery called strike 1. Steal attempt is successful by Gomez. Throw by Arambula not in time. So there's a successful steal from Gomez. Base runners now on second and third with no outs. Johnson with a 1-1 count. Wymura, the 1-1, that one gets called strike 2 on the lower right corner. Looking for that first out. Doesn't want contact right here. Wants to keep it a scoreless ball game. The 1-2 delivery swung on and missed, and there's the first strikeout. One down, base runners on second and third. Here is Taryn Zaguirre. Zaguirre picking up the win on the mound last time out. Threw over 100 pitches and also pitched in 6 2/3 of that game. Gomez, who is starting this game on the mound for Wiggins, he came in relief to get the final out, which of course was a strikeout. So the first pitch was a ball to Zaguirre. Pickoff attempt at third to try to get Fry out was unsuccessful. Here's the 1-0 to Zaguirre. That one misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Zaguirre in game 1. He ended up going 0 for 3 at the plate, so he is still searching for his first base hit of this doubleheader. 1-1 swung on and missed. Their strike 2. Best case scenario right here for Joey Wymura, get another strikeout. Therefore, he can get 2 outs without allowing any movement on the bases in his attempts to keep this a Scoreless, top of the first. 1-2, that one misses just off the plate for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 in scoring position for Wiggins. Still 0-0, 1 down. Next delivery, that one swung on. It's on the ground, and it's going to roll foul just ahead of third. Everyone in question returns to their respective places. It remains a 2-2 count. Zagiri on the season, coming into today's play with 8 runs batted in the first 10 games. Leads the team in that category. The 2-2, this one swung on. It's a fly ball to shallow center. That one finds the grass ahead of Rogers, and that brings in the first run of the ball game. It's now 1-0 in favor of Wiggins. Gomez advances to third, and Zagiri has himself an RBI single. That's his first base hit of this doubleheader, and he breaks this thing open. Brings in Ryder Baseller, center fielder for this game. So 3 hits and 1 run so far in this first inning with 1 down. First pitch, this one is lined to center field. It's caught by Rogers, and not even making the dash home was Gomez. He screwed up there. He actually started to make the run home thinking it was going to be a base hit, but since it was a catch, he had to retreat to third. If he stayed on third, it could have been a sacrifice fly, perhaps, for Baseller. Instead, it's 2 outs. Runners still on the corners for Wiggins. That brings in Jordan Book. So Book getting ready, playing in right field for this game. Wamura glances at first. First pitch to Book, swung on and missed. He really extended it on the swing, but could not make the contact. No balls and a strike for Jordan Book. Book in game 1 went 1 for 3 at the plate. Next delivery swung on. This one's grounded just past Welp at third, and it's going to bring in another run for Wiggins. It's an RBI single for Book. That brings in Gomez from third to score. It's now 2-0 in favor of Wiggins in this first inning. So 4 hits for 2 runs. 2 down in the inning. Base runners on first and second. Here's Julio Flores as Wamura searches for that third out. First delivery, that's an ugly swing right there, way out in front. Meanwhile, it's off the plate, and trying to go for third is Zagiri, and he is caught out trying to go to third, and the side is retired. So Wiggins unable to keep that train rolling, but they are able to score 2 runs on 4 hits, no Wray errors. 1 is left on. It's 2-0 in favor of Wiggins. Bottom of the first is next on KRDZ.
You have depended on Farm Rain for your customized farming equipment and service. We are humbled by your trust. We don't take it lightly. And we don't take it for granted. Thank you for continuing to count on us.
Bottom of the first inning. Wiggins in front 2-0. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. The bottom of the first is brought to you by University Napa. Shop in store to see a full line of Milwaukee and Carlisle tools to add to your toolbox. University Napa in Wray, Yuma, Rush, and Sterling. So leading us off will be Joey Wymura. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup in the first inning, as Gomez, his first pitch missed off the plate for ball 1. Next delivery, that one a swing and a miss on a low and outside pitch. 1 ball and a strike for Gomez. Wray trying to respond here. Game 1, Wiggins struck first with 1 run in the first inning, and same thing in this game. They start with 2 runs in the first inning, as this one is lined into foul territory by Wymura. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Gomez looking for the first out. Got the final out and the save in the previous game. Came in with the base runners on the corners and 2 outs, and able to get a strikeout to end it. Next delivery, it's a neck-high fastball on the inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Wymura. Wymura in game 1, 1 for 3 at the plate. 2-2, that one misses low and away. It's now a full count. Wymura looking to be a base runner with no outs. Payoff pitch, that one misses on the outside. It's a walk. Ridge Peterson batting in the number 2 slot for this game. He steps in. So Ridge Peterson, looks like they have to clear the bat out of the way of the on-deck circle from Wymura, as he was able to get walked. So Ridge Peterson has a pickoff attempt at first, is unsuccessful. Ridge Peterson still searching for that first base hit of the game. Peterson in game 1 went 0 for 4 at the plate. Here's the first delivery to him. That one misses low and inside. It's in the dirt. Gets away from Johnson behind the plate, and that will advance Wymura to second on the wild pitch. So now Wray with a base runner in scoring position with no outs. We'll see if Ridge Peterson can make some contact here. Here's the 1-0. That one swung on, grounded to third. The pickup by Mendoza. Throw to first is not in time. Was it in time? It looks like it was. Meanwhile, Wymura does make it up to third, so that was a very close play. Got some groans from the home supporters here. So a close ground out there, but a ground out all the same. Great throw there from Mendoza all the way to first to get the out. Once again, Wymura does advance to third. So 1 away. Wray trying to get that first run on their side, trying to cut into this 2-run deficit. Riggleman on the first pitch swings. This is popped foul. Riggleman now falls behind 0-1. Playing at shortstop in this game. Time this season as a middle infielder. Most of his time coming as a third baseman. However, again, sometimes he is asked to play at short. 0-1, this one swung. It's a fly ball to center field, and getting it for the catch is Baseller, and Wymura not touching and going home. He stays at third. So there's 2 outs in the inning. So 2 away. Wymura at third. Arambula looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, Toribio Gomez looking to shut down the side unscathed. Chris Arambula at his usual catcher position for this game whenever he does not start on the mound. First pitch to him, that one misses high, and a pickoff attempt at third is unsuccessful. 1 ball, no strikes to Arambula. So here's the batting order for game 2 for Wray. Wymura as pitching. Bridge Peterson in right field. Riggleman at short. Arambula at catcher. Rice Peterson at first. Eddie Estrada in left field. Arambula lines this one to center field. It goes over the glove of Baseller. That's an RBI base hit. Arambula trying for 2, and he makes it safely. It's a stand-up RBI double for Chris Arambula. So Joey Wymura comes in to score. That cuts the Wiggins lead in half, 2-1. 2 away in the bottom of the first inning. So Rice Peterson steps in at the plate. It looks like time is called here briefly. That leg guard by Arambula being taken off. Assistant coach Terry J collecting that and going back to the dugout. So now base runner at second. 2 outs. Wiggins lead cut to 2-1. First delivery to Peterson. That one low for ball 1. So after Peterson, it'll be Eddie Estrada in left field, Rogers in center field, Darren Welp at third, and Carson Rockwell at second. 1-0 the count. Peterson, this one is popped. Getting under it is Gomez off the mound, and there is out 3. So, fortunately for Gomez, he could not get a shutdown inning. He allows 1 run, and it is now 2-1. In favor of Wiggins, heading to the top of the second inning, which is next on KRDZ.
What do we got? What you got going, Jack? Hey, let's go.
Live from the Dust Bowl, Baker Field, Connor Dockery on KRDZ. It is the top of the second inning. Leading us off is Julio Flores. His first pitch immediately grounded to Joey Wymura on the mound, and the throw to first is in time for the quick first out. The top of the second inning brought to you by Quality Irrigation. At Quality Irrigation and Quality Storage Solutions, quality isn't just their name, it's their way of life. Wiggins leads Wray by 1. Here is Aaron Mendoza trying to get on base here and trying to extend that lead. First pitch to him right down the middle on the fastball for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Wiggins in the first inning able to put together 4 hits for 2 runs. Waimura, this is his first start of the season, looking to be a little bit more under control here as the next delivery misses above the zone for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Here's the next delivery. That one swung on, grounded right up the middle, just past a diving Riggleman at short. And it's a 1-out single for Mendoza. 5th hit of the ball game, and that will bring in Truett Freoff. Freoff at first base in both games of this doubleheader, looking to keep this going. Waimura uncharacteristically getting hit around in this one. Previous to today's action, he only allowed 10 hits in 12 1/3 innings. However, so far in this one, in 1 1/3 innings, he has allowed 5 hits. So a 1-0 count to Freoff. The next delivery misses above the belt for ball 2. Pickoff attempt as well at first was unsuccessful. Clouds still rolling in, starting to cover the sun here. Wind is still pretty quick here, as you know, with the completely dirt infield at Baker Field. Creates a lot of dust as another one misses on the outside. 2 balls and a strike for Freoff. Freoff practice swing. Waimura glance at first. Here's the 2-1, misses off the plate for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. Waimura looking to avoid a walk right here with just 1 out. 3-1, swing and a miss, and that runs the count full. Waimura just a little bit closer to getting another strikeout to his name. Picked up 1 strikeout in the first inning. Waimura has 15 strikeouts coming into today's action. Here's the 3-2. That one swung foul, tipped in the dirt. So Freoff doing a good job of just making contact there to stay alive in this count. And he'll get back in the box here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Mendoza, the base runner at first. Wiggins leads 2-1, top of the second. 3-2, excuse me. This one's a fly ball into center field. Oh, in and out of the glove of Ashton Rogers. And my, oh my, would have been an incredible out had he made the catch, but unfortunately it is a base hit for Freoff. And it is now base runners at first and second with 1 away. 6 hits now on Waimura here to start this ball game. That brings back the top of the order with Brody Fry, the shortstop. Watch fly at second. Waimura ultimately makes the pitch and misses on the inside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Base runners at first and second with 1 down. Waimura looking to keep this a 1-run ball game. Here's the 1-0, swung on. This one is fouled and it rolls across the first base line. Nearly stayed fair, but Rambiel couldn't get there. Fry 1 for 1 in this game. He hit a leadoff single in the top of the first inning. Came home to score the first run of the ball game. Fry stepping back into the box. Waimura gets set. Here's the 1-1. That one is called. Strike 2 on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Waimura another glance at second. 1-2 delivery. Swung on. It's a fly ball in the left field. Estrada getting under it and can't make the catch. It goes to the fence, and it's just going to be station-to-station baseball here. One down in the inning, and everybody just moves up a base. So a quick out on the first pitch of the inning to Flores, and then 3 consecutive singles by Wiggins. Bases are loaded with one down. Toribio Gomez steps back in at the box. He's 1 for 1 in this one. Hit a single in the top of the first inning. Scored the second of these 2 Wiggins runs and also stole a base. First delivery to him, that one is called strike 1 on the inside corner. Waimura gets back, looking for 2 outs, trying to hold this a 1-run ball game. 0-1, that one misses in the dirt. Arambula quickly goes to get it. All 3 base runners stay where they are. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gomez in game 1 went 1 for 3. So he's now 2 for 4 on the game overall. The doubleheader, I should say, overall. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Ooh, a defensive swing on the inside, and that's strike 2. That one nearly got him, but he just couldn't help himself there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gomez. Here's the 1-2. This one swung on, grounded right to second. The throw from Rockwell to Riggleman to get the second out. However, the throw to first for the double play was offline. So good job by Rockwell to try to set up the double play. However, they just couldn't get it fully. So 1 run does come in to score. Gomez reaches on fielder's choice. Fry is out at second with 2 away in the inning. And coming in to score is Aaron Mendoza. So 3 hits, 1 run in the inning. Wiggins leads Wray 3-1 now in the top of the second. Base runners at the corners with 2 down as Grayson Johnson takes ball 1. 1-0 the count to Johnson. He is 0 for 1 in this one. He struck out swinging in the first inning. Pitch number 41 coming up next for Joey Waimura. 1-0, swung on and missed, and Arambula could not make the throw to second to try to get Gomez stealing. So now base runners at second and third. Waimura looking to get out of the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Johnson. Base runners at second and third. Next delivery. That one couldn't drop into the zone. It's ball 2. 2-1 the count with 2 away. Waimura is set once again. 2-1. This one swung on, and it's grounded, just slicing foul past third. Runs the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Waimura 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Can he do it? Trying to limit the damage to just 1 run. Waimura giving up 7 base hits in this game for 3 runs. 2-2 delivery to Johnson. Swung on and missed, and the side is retired. There's the second strikeout of the game for Joey Waimura, and he limits the damage to just 1 run in the inning. 2 base runners are stranded for Wiggins. It's 3-1. Bottom of the second is next on KRDZ.
An F-150 isn't an F-150 because of the name on the tailgate. It's an F-150 because it's built Ford tough, built to haul more, built to tow more, for the people who count on it. because they know that brawn can get the job done, but it takes brains and brawn to get it done right. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Bottom of the second inning, Wiggins in front of Wray, 3-1. Game 2 of this doubleheader. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. This bottom of the second brought to you by EZ Irrigation. From Zematic center pivots to turf equipment, ATVs, side-by-sides, and Hustler mowers, EZ Irrigation has you covered. 1-0 the count to Eddie Estrada, leading us off in this second inning. And he takes the next pitch for a called strike one. Gomez, solid first inning for Wiggins. 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 run. Next delivery misses. Ball 2. Eddie Estrada, this is his first plate appearance of the game. Game 1, he went 1 for 4 at the plate. Gomez set 2-1. This one, a fly ball to shallow center field. And coming out to make the catch is the shortstop, Brody Fry, for the first out. Ashton Rogers steps in. This game outside getting progressively more and more cold. Again, as we get more cloud coverage there from the west. Wind keeps on hurling here at Baker Field and Wray. First delivery to Rogers. This one swung on, popped foul over the Wiggins dugout. Game 1, Wiggins took 8-5 in 7 innings. So Wiggins is now 6-5 overall on the season, 4-2 in the lower Platte. Wray drops 2-4 in the lower Platte, and 3-5 overall. 0-1. Rogers grounds this one to third. Mendoza the pickup. Throw to first is not in time. That one actually pulled free off the bag. It's an infield single for Rogers.
Now batting.
So that's the second hit of the game for Wray. And that will now bring in Darren Welp. Darren Welp playing at third base for this game. He's played second, short, and third now on the season. Pickoff attempt at first, unsuccessful. Rogers dives in. Welp in game 1 finished 0 for 3 at the plate. Still searching for that elusive first base hit. First pitch to him, he was showing bunt, but it's called strike 1 anyways, and an uncontested steal from first to second by Rogers. Trying to make the throw there was Johnson behind the plate, but it kind of slid out of his hands as he was trying to make that throw. So now base runner in scoring position for Wray with 1 down in the inning. Welp down 0-1. Gomez glance at second. Next delivery, this one is swung on. It's popped up and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes for Welp. Welp on the season is 0 for 14 at the plate. And a step off from Gomez. Needs some more time here before making this next delivery. Trying to get this second out. Trying to strand another base runner on. 0-2, that one is called strike 3. Bit of a late call there, but there is out number 2. It's the first strikeout of the game by Gomez, and Carson Rockwell steps in, number 9 in the order for Wray. So 2 down, base runner at second. Wray trails Wiggins by 2. Gomez a couple of glances at second base, and the first pitch right down the middle for a called strike 1 to Carson Rockwell. Rockwell in game 1, he went 2 for 3. Pretty good showing at the plate. Rockwell, again, not playing at all last weekend in the doubleheader with Weld Central. At the plate, at least, he did play in the field. 0-1, this one is grounded just past the glove of Gomez, and Fry making the throw to second and cannot get Wymura out. Cannot get Rogers out, I should say. So that one again just going right past Gomez on the mound, and then Fry, and then could not get the force out at first, so trying to get Rogers out between second and third. He was trying to go back to second, and he was able to dive in safely. So 2 infield singles by Wray in the inning, keeping it going. So 2 on, 2 out. Here is Joey Wymura. First pitch to him, that one called strike 1 on the inside corner. 0-1 to Wymura. First plate appearance, he was walked in the first inning, also scored the only run to this point for Wray. Pitch number 17 of the inning coming up next. That one misses high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike for Wymura. Wymura in game 1 went 1 for 3 at the plate. Big gust of wind right there, massive cloud of dust going by, so everybody had to kind of take a time out there, let it pass. Glance at second, here's the 1-1. This one swung on, it's grounded to second, and the throw to first in time from Zagiri, and that will retire the side. So Wray with 2 hits, can't push across a run. No errors in the inning for Wiggins, and it remains 3-1 heading into the top of the third, next on KRDZ.
You've got places to go and things to do, and you don't want to miss out on any opportunities. With Wray State Bank's student banking, we have the tools to keep you going. Deposit that check from grandma without stopping at the bank, split the bill from your phone when you're out with your friends, and get access to your accounts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with online and mobile banking. So keep on going, and we'll stick with you wherever you go. Wray State Bank, banking on a first name basis. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Top of the third inning, Wiggins in front of Wray, 3-1. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Top of the third, brought to you by Wray State Bank. For all your traditional online and mobile banking needs, just visit Wray State Bank. 1-0 remaining on the mound. Leading us off is Taryn Zagiri. Trying to get another good inning going for Wiggins as his first pitch. He swings, grounds it right to second. Rockwell, the pickoff, turned to first in time for the first out. Always good to see getting a quick first out, let alone on just the very first pitch. So Zagiri now 1 for 2 on the game. Here comes Ryder Baseller. Baseller in the first inning flew out to center field. A pretty nice grab from Ashton Rogers that time. Looking to get on base this time around. And the first pitch to him misses above the belt for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Baseller. He in game 1 went 1 for 4 at the plate, so he's 1 for 5 overall on today's doubleheader. Here's the 1-0. This one's a fly ball into center field, and Rogers able to take a couple of steps over to make the catch for the second out of the inning. Wymira making quick progress so far in the middle of the Wiggins order. Now he's got to get through Jordan Book. Book hit an RBI single in the first inning to drive in the second of 2 runs scored in that inning. So he's 1 for 1. First delivery to him, off-speed pitch, misses above the belt. 1 ball and no strikes to Book. Book is now 2 for 4 overall on the doubleheader. He went 1 for 3 in game 1. Another delivery misses off the plate for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Clouds have now fully covered the sun here. They just keep on rolling in. 2-0. This one is a line drive to left field. That one finds the grass for a base hit. Estrada getting the ball back in quickly. Limits Book to a single. So Book having a good game 2 here in Wray. He's now 2 for 2. 8th base hit of the second game of this doubleheader for Wray. For Wiggins, I should say, against Wray. Julio Flores steps in. Base runner on first with 2 away. First pitch to Flores. That one is a wild one. Gets away from Arambula and allows Book to move up to second without a throw. 1 ball, no strikes to Flores. Base runner now on second with 2 away. Wymira glances at second. 1-0 delivery. That one called strike 1 on the outside, Black. 1 ball, 1 strike. Flores 0 for 4 in game 1 and 0 for 1 in this one. He grounded back to Wymira on the mound to lead off the second inning. So he's 0 for 5 overall on the doubleheader as he swings and tips this one foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wymira 1 strike away from retiring the side. Trying to strand that base runner at second. Wants to keep it a 2-run ball game. Glance at second. Here's the 1-2. This one swung on. It's a fly ball to center field. Rogers getting under it and makes the easy catch for out number 3. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 stranded. It remains 3-1. Bottom of the third is next on KRDZ.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, that honey-do list is so much fun. All I really gotta do is paint the house and build a new deck for a happy spouse.
Come in and see us at Wray Lumber Company. We'll help you tackle that honey-do list or any building or home improvement project. Wray Lumber Company on Main Street in Wray, where your goodwill is our greatest asset.
Go Eagles!
Proud sponsor of Wray Eagle Athletics.
It is the third inning, and you have
bottom of the third inning. Wiggins leads 3-1. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Ridge Peterson leading us off here. First pitch to him was a swing and a miss. Next delivery missed for ball 1 on the lower inside portion. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Peterson. Next delivery to him, that one misses below for ball 2. Peterson struggling in this doubleheader. He grounded out in the first inning to go 0 for 1 in this one, and then in game 1 he went 0 for 4. So he's 0 for 5 on the doubleheader, still looking for that first base hit of this day. 2-1, that one misses outside. 3-1. Peterson came into play, 3 hits in 10 at-bats, also had 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 1 run batted in. 3-1, that one is called strike 2 on the outside portion. I think everybody thought that was going to be ball 4. Even Ridge Peterson started to make the walk to first, but has to get back in the box, unfortunately. Here's the 3-2. That one foul tipped to the softball field again. We're getting close to double digits in terms of pitches that have been fouled off to the softball field. It stays a full count. Pitch number 7 of the AB. That one swung, foul tipped again. Peterson doing a good job of getting that pitch count up of Gomez, who's now up to 35 pitches in this start. Still a full count. Pitch number 8 of the AB. That one misses high for a walk. A great plate appearance for Ridge Peterson, forcing Gomez to throw all those pitches just to result in a walk. Leadoff base runner on for Wray. Here is Camden Riggleman. Riggleman is 0 for 1 in this game. Game 1, he went 2 for 4. Gomez makes the first delivery. That one swung on, popped foul over the Wray dugout. Riggleman gets back into the box, batting in the number 3 slot and playing this second game of the doubleheader at shortstop. Usually plays at third. Also has pitched a couple of times this season as a pickoff attempt at first is not in time. Peterson still at first. 0-1 count to Riggleman. 0-1. That one misses off the plate. Another pickoff attempt at first is unsuccessful. Couldn't quite get the pitch off. One ball, 1 strike to Riggleman. Gomez is ready. Next delivery, that one low and in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Riggleman. Another huge gust of wind. Hopefully you didn't wear contacts today if you made it out to the field. Dust usually doesn't help that. Doesn't help normalize either. 2-1, this one grounded to short. The pickup by Fry and throw to second, not in time, couldn't get the force out. Zagiri just could not make the grab there. Could have easily gotten that out. So instead for Wray, it's base runners on first and second with no outs. It's the first error of the game for either team, and Wray has 2 on. Chris Arambula stepping in at the plate. He in this one is 1 for 1. Hit a RBI double in the first inning to drive in Wray's lone run to this point, as the first pitch to him misses above the belt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch number 42 for Gomez coming up next. Rambula takes his time getting back into the box. He's now ready. 1-0. That one misses high and inside for ball 2. Heads up play there for Rambula. Has to duck out of the way of that one. Wind starting to pick up even more here. Rambula ready again. 2-0 the count to him. Ridge Peterson, base runner at second. And Camden Riggleman, base runner at first with no outs. Wiggins leads 3-1. More glances at second. Next delivery misses high. Ball 3. Looks like a bit of a visit right here behind the plate. Johnson comes up to Gomez to try to help him out of this bad situation that is starting to brew. Coach Brett Vlasheen there comes over from third base as well to have a quick chat from Chris Arambula. They separate. Arambula back at the box. 3-0. That one is called strike 1 at the knees. So Gomez able to throw that strike there. We'll see if that gets his inning turned around. So far, a walk and an error. That's how Ray's gotten their first 2 base runners with no outs. 3-1, that misses high. Arambula knew as soon as it left Gomez's hands that it was going to be ball 4. That is the 3rd walk of this game issued by Gomez. Here is Rice Peterson. Peterson 0 for 1 in this one. He had to pop out back to Gomez on the mound to retire the side in the first inning. Big spot right here. Bases loaded with no outs. Wray has a good opportunity to cut into this deficit, potentially tie and or take the lead. First pitch to Peterson, that misses well inside. Peterson kind of rolling his eyes right there. He knows if he didn't move that, he likely would have gotten hit and a run would have scored as the bases are loaded. Instead, it's ball 1, which is still a pretty good result on that pitch if you are Rice Peterson. Peterson gets back in. Here's the 1-0. That one swung on, popped foul out of play. Peterson taking his time getting back in the box. Again, 1-1 count, bases loaded, no outs. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Peterson swings and misses. Ooh, took a big cut at that one. Saw that high fastball, his eyes lit up, but just missed the contact there. Trying to drive in some runs. Uh-oh, we got some trash on the field. A shopping bag from the Wray market blowing out there. A trash bag, if you will. Wind picking up again. Clouds looking a little bit more dark here. 1-2 to Peterson. This one swung on. It's a swinging bunt. This one goes slowly to third. Throw to first. Not in time. Everyone moves up a base, and a run also comes in to score. It's now 3-2. Wray trails by 1. So it's an RBI single for Rice Peterson. Just the first hit of the inning, and also the first run comes in to score for Wray. Deficit cuts to 1. Here is Eddie Estrada. Bases remain loaded, still no outs. First delivery to Estrada. That one below the knees for ball 1. Estrada in game 1, 1 for 4. This game, 0 for 1. Had a pop out in the second inning. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swung on and missed in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike for Estrada. Estrada, 2 base hits on the season in 22 at-bats. Here's the 1-1, swung on and missed for strike 2. Missed the contact there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, no outs. Here's the 1-2. That one misses on the inside. Good take there from Estrada. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gomez still trying to get that first out. 2-2 to Estrada. This one is a fly ball to shallow left field. And not able to make the catch is Flores. And that is going to bring in another run. We are tied. Everyone moves up 1 base again. And it's an RBI single from Eddie Estrada. We are now tied at 3. Camden Riggleman comes in to score. Arambula at third. Rice Peterson at second. Estrada at first. And here is a mound visit for Gomez, as he's now facing his 6th batter of the inning, yet to get an out. See if they opt to move on from Gomez here. Pitched a solid first 2 innings, but the wheels starting to fall off here in the 3rd. Looks like Gomez is going to stay on the mound here. Just trying to help him at least get out of this inning. So far, again, 2 runs coming in to score on 2 hits. 1 walk, make that 2 walks and an error. Ashton Rogers now stepping in for Wray. He is 1 for 1 in this game with a single. Rogers in game 1 went 1 for 5. Another big gust of wind. Here's the first delivery to Rogers. Big swing and a miss. Rogers falls behind 0-1. Gomez is set. Here's the 0-1. That one right down the middle for a called strike 2. Gomez, 1 strike away, just needs to get this first out. And we'll see how easily the rest of the inning comes for him. Here's the 0-2. That one swung on. It's a pop fly, and getting under it is Johnson, the catcher. Can't make the catch. Just lost track of it in the sky. Remains an 0-2 count to Rogers. Trying to make some contact, trying to give his team the lead for the first time in this doubleheader. And a step off by Gomez. Rogers steps back in. Gomez set again. Here's the 0-2. That one swung on. It's a fly ball to left field. This one is deep, and that one is gone! Ashton Rogers, a grand salami, and 1 swing unloads the bases. Wray with their first lead of the doubleheader. It is 7-3. Touch 'em all time here at Baker Field. His team coming over to congratulate him here. 2nd home run hit of the season for Wray. And that's the biggest one now. 4 runs batted in. 4-run lead now for Wray. My, oh my. 6 runs scoring in the inning for Wray, and the base is now empty. Still no outs. Darren Welp is at the plate. First pitch to him, that one on the outside for ball 1. So 3 hits, 6 runs in the inning. Need to get a different baseball from the dugout there. Wind still picking up. Temperature still dropping here in Wray. Still looking for the first out of this 3rd inning. First pitch swing and a miss for Welp. Welp now with a 1-1 count. Next delivery, this one is swung on. It's popped foul. That one nearly to the softball field. Again, getting close to double digits over there. That one not quite making it to the softball field. I better get a running count. 1-2 the count, meanwhile, to Welp. That next delivery, that one misses high and inside for ball 2. Johnson behind the plate gets a new baseball for Gomez to throw. See if this new baseball gives him some mojo. Pitch 63 coming up. Here's the 2-2, that one in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Darren Welp. Welp in the first 5 games of the season drew 11 walks. However, the last 2 games, unable to. Next delivery, that one misses off the plate. And there you go. The Sony walk man draws another walk. So Darren Welp at first. Batter number 8 of the inning with still no outs. Carson Rockwell stands in. Rockwell is 1 for 1 in this one, hit a single in the 2nd inning. First pitch to him, swung foul, tipped. So Rockwell falls behind 0-1. Rockwell 2 for 3 in game 1, 1 for 1 in this one, so he is 3 for 4 on the doubleheader as a whole. Here's the 0-1, that one too high. 1-1 to Rockwell. Another big gust of wind. One ball and 1 strike. That one misses on the outside. 2-1. Welp base runner at first, no outs. Wray leads 7-3 over Wiggins. 2-1, that one misses low. 3-1. Rockwell needs a moment to get reset before he takes this next pitch. Rockwell with another attempt right here. 3-1, misses off the plate, and another walk. It's now the 4th walk of the inning issued by Gomez. Still looking for that first out, and it looks like Gomez is finally going to be done here. Just an absolutely nightmare 3rd inning. So Gomez with another mound visit. All you need to know, gave up a grand slam. The other thing you need to know is he went through 8 batters and could not get an out. So we will step aside here. J.R. Meyer, the freshman, is getting the baseball on the mound in relief. We will step aside on KRDZ.
At Wray Community District Hospital and Clinic, we care for your health and are committed to the overall health and wellness of those we serve. In addition to traditional medical practices, we also offer diabetes management, cardiac rehab, imaging, nursing services, physical therapy, and much more. To find out more about all the services we offer, visit us online at rayhospital.org. Wray Community District Hospital and Clinic, promoting healthier living through compassionate quality care.
Pitcher number 3, Joey Ramira.
J.R. Meyer comes in relief of Gomez. First pitch to Wymira is up the middle for a base hit, but a good throw back in. We'll limit that to a single, and everybody just moves up one base. So immediately on the first pitch by Meyer, it is now bases loaded with still no outs. That brings in Ridge Peterson for the second time of the inning. Meyer is ready. Here's the first delivery. That one swung on, a short fly, and it's a base hit into shallow left field. That will bring in another run. Everyone moves up another base. And it is now 8-3 as Darren Welp comes in to score. Not often you see short little singles like that. And now Camden Riggleman stepping in. Wray leads by 5. Still no outs in the third inning and bases loaded. Riggleman reached on an error earlier in this inning as he swings and misses on that first delivery. So Riggleman behind 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in this one. However, he did score one of the now 7 runs to score in the inning. Five hits for 7 runs in the inning. 1 error. Meanwhile, Riggleman on that next foul tipped. He's down 0-2. Next delivery to him, that one misses in the dirt, but Johnson able to get to it quickly. Riggleman signals over to third to keep Rockwell where he is. One ball, 2 strikes. Here is the next delivery. That one swung on, and it's popped just off of first base, and Freoff makes the catch, and finally, after like an hour, there's the first out of the third inning. My, oh my, so it took long enough as Chris Arambula steps in now for Wray. Chris Arambula walked earlier this inning, scored one of these 7 runs. He also hit a RBI double in the first inning. Next delivery, that one misses high for a ball. 1-0 the count. Bases remain loaded with 1 out. Here's the 1-0. That one misses low. Ball 2. Chris a couple of practice swings before getting back set. Here's the 2-0 delivery, misses high. 3 balls and no strike. Arambula calls time briefly before getting back into the box. And We have a lost hat right here. Mendoza there at third. Looks like they're making him go get it here. Looks like he lost it, prepared to just go with the hood, but according to official uniform rules, must have the cap. So he did retrieve it. Wind is still pretty consistent here in Wray. Temperature still dropping as we speak. Clouds coming in more and more heavily. 3-0. This one grounded right up the middle for a base hit for Arambula, and that will score another run. 9-3, Wray over Wiggins. So Arambula batting in 2 runs in this one. Rockwell coming in to score, and the bases remain loaded with still 1 out. Rice Peterson stepping in. Walk-up song is Blank Space by Taylor Swift, and he absolutely loves that. Got to keep that the rest of the season. As first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Now, because he swung and missed, he's going to blame it on the walk-up song. Unfortunate. So an 0-1 count to Peterson. Bases loaded, 1 out. Wray scoring 8 runs in the inning. Another pitch, that one misses high for ball 1. Meyer set in the windup. 1-1. That one swung on. It's a fly ball to left field. This one deep as well. And oh my goodness, it's another grand slam. 2 grand slams in the same inning. Can you believe it? An absolute meatball right down the middle. And Ashton Rogers and Rice Peterson in the same inning, unloading the bases. It's now 13-3 with still 1 down in the inning. My, oh my.
Now batting left fielder, number 2, Eddie.
So 1 out in the inning, and now the base is empty with Eddie Estrada at the plate. Holy cannoli. Absolute nightmare of an inning if you're the Wiggins Tigers. Toribio Gomez and J.R. Meyer. Not what they wanted there on the bump. Here is Eddie Estrada for the second time of the inning. He is 1 for 2 in this one as he takes a pitch high. That one's called strike 1. Estrada hit a RBI single earlier this inning. Also has scored one of these 12 runs. Here's the 0-1. That one swung on. It's a line drive to center field. However, making the catch is Baseller for the second out. So finally, out number 2. And just like that, Meyer just 1 out away from ending this nightmare inning. Rogers steps in. He's 2 for 2. Single in the second inning, and the first of 2 grand slams in this inning in his second plate appearance. First delivery, that one swung on, foul tipped. Three total home runs hit on the Wray Eagles season so far, 2 of them in the same inning, and they're grand slams. When's the last time that happened? Rogers' first pitch, he took it for ball 1. Rogers is set. Meyer on the mound looking for out 3. First pitch to him, that one misses low and away for ball 1. So looks like that's just ball 1. He otherwise has 2 strikes to his name. Meyer 1 strike away from getting out of it. 1-2, this one grounded to third, gets just past the glove of Mendoza, and this inning just will not end. Rogers thought about going 2, he does not. It's another single. My oh my. The hits just keep piling on here. And that brings in Darren Welp. Eight hits so far in the inning with 12 runs. Just 1 error. Steal attempt by Rogers is successful. Throw is off the mark. Wray leads 13-3 over Wiggins. Stepping in Darren Welp. He's 0 for 1 in this one. Or, yes, he is 0 for 1. He struck out looking in the second inning. Walked earlier this inning. He's ahead 1-0. This one is popped foul. 1 ball, 1 strike for Welp. Rogers, the base runner at second with 2 outs. Meyer glances at second. 1-1 delivery. That one taken for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Darren Welp. Meyer gets the call. Just looking to get out of this inning. 1-2. Swing and a miss. And the world's longest inning has come to an end. Unfortunately for Wray, it has to come to an end. They scored 12 whopping runs, including 2 grand slams in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and they now lead Wiggins 13-3. Top of the 4th is next on KRDZ.
The patronage check that we receive once a year has been great for us.
You know, the cashback patronage is like a little bonus almost. I mean, it shows up when you're not expecting a dividend.
When you're paying it into a business that you are part owner in, that money comes back to you. It takes the edge off of that. It makes it feel like you're doing something a little bigger, a little something better, using your money a little more wisely.
Back to Baker Field in Wray, Colorado. My, oh my, 13-3. Wray scoring 12 runs in the bottom of the third inning to just blow this thing wide open. And Joey Wymura has been replaced. He pitched the first 3 innings, and now Camden Riggleman is on the mound for the relief assignment. First pitch was a ball to Aaron Mendoza leading off the inning. Next pitch was a strike. So if Wray can go the next 2 innings, keeping their lead at 10, they can potentially get a 5-inning mercy rule, or if they can gain 5 on their lead in the bottom of this inning, they could end it in 4 innings. So we will see. But Wiggins trying to rally here. 1-2 the count now after that foul from Mendoza. Next delivery, this one swung on. It's a fly ball to right field. And getting under it to make the catch is Ridge Peterson. So there's the first out. Quick out number 1 for Camden Riggleman, looking to have a bit of a quicker inning on the mound there than Wiggins had the the last half inning. I did not have a time to get the exact length of time of how long that inning lasted, but pretty darn long time. Ball missed on the inside half. 1-0 the count for Freon. Next delivery, that one misses low, ball 2. 2-0 the count to Freoff. Freoff in this one, 1 for 1, hit a single in the second inning, which feels like it was part of game 1 at this point. 2-0, this one swung on, grounded to short. Riggleman to throw to first in time, actually make that Joey Wymura. Of course, Riggleman's on the mound, so Wymura throw in time to first for the second out.
Now batting shortstop, number 6, Brody Fry.
That brings in the top of the order, Brody Fry. Brody Fry in this one, he's 2 for 2, 2 singles and a run scored. Again, feels like a whole nother game ago. 1 ball, no strikes. First pitch was in the dirt. Next delivery, 1-0. This one swung on, grounded back to Riggleman. Nice snag. Throw to first is in time for the third out. So Camden Riggleman goes on the mound in relief and retires the side in order. Wray leads 13-3. Bottom of the 4th is next on KRDZ. Bottom of the 4th inning, Wray with a 13-3 lead over Wiggins. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Carson Rockwell leading us off in the 4th inning. One of just 2 batters in Wray's order to not get 2 plate appearances in that 3rd inning. And that one got him on the left shin. Didn't have much reaction on that one, but it did indeed get him. Maybe he toughed out the pain on that one. In either case, he gets to go to the first base. Leadoff hit batter, Joey Wymira steps in. Meyer remains on the mound for Wiggins. Got all 3 outs in the inning, but yikes. That's all I have to say for both him and Gomez for that 3rd inning. First pitch swung on foul, tipped by Wymira. He falls behind 0-1. Wymira in this one, he is 1 for 2. Walked in the first, grounded in the second, and then hit a single in the 3rd. Also scored one of those 12 runs in the inning, and then scored, at the time, the lone run in the 1st inning. Next delivery to Wymira, grounded up the single in the gap for a base hit. Wymira now 2 for 3. First hit of the inning, base runners now on 1st and 2nd. Ridge Peterson stepping in. Actually, it would have been Ridge Peterson, but batting in his place is Yahi Enriquez. So Yahi Enriquez stepping in for Ridge Peterson. First delivery to him, it swung on, popped up. Getting under it is Meyer. Oh, miscommunication between Meyer and Johnson. Oh my goodness. Wiggins just could not get that first out, and it's going to cost him. Oh, they actually called it an infield fly. So an infield fly right there. Do both the base runners have to go back? No, looks like they stay where they are. So a late call there on the infield fly. So Enriquez automatically out. However, again, they still advanced. Rockwell to 3rd, Wymira to 2nd. Bit of a miscommunication here, because normally on the infield fly, the batter is automatically ruled out. But the base runners still can't move until the catch is made. I don't know anymore. This game is well out of hand at this point. 13-3, Wray in front. 1 out in the inning. Base runners, as of right now, on 2nd and 3rd. So it looks like they're going to keep him at 2nd base and 3rd base. Camden Riggleman back at the plate. He is 0 for 3 in this one, scoring 1 run. First pitch to him, that one swung on, grounded back to Meyer on the mound. Gets trying to go for the out at home, and just gets Rockwell out at home. So Riggleman reaches on fielder's choice, and Rockwell is out at home. So 2 are away in the inning. Base runners are now at the corners. That brings in Chris Arambula. Arambula is 2 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him, swung on and missed. Ooh, really took a big cut at that one, swinging. He wants his own home run in this one too. I don't blame him for wanting to get in on the action. Grand slams being hit by Ashton Rogers and Rice Peterson in this ball game. So he falls behind 0-1. Base runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Next delivery, this one swung on, grounded to short, and Fry, the throw to first, is in time, and the side is retired. A little bit of a quicker inning there for Wiggins defensively than the third inning. So no runs on one hit, no errors, and 2 are left on. It remains 13-3 heading into the top of the 5th inning next on KRDZ.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, that honey-do list is so much fun. All I really gotta do is paint the house and build a new deck for a happy spouse.
Come in and see us at Wray Lumber Company. We'll help you tackle that honey-do list or any building or home improvement project. Wray Lumber Company on Main Street in Wray, where your goodwill is our greatest asset.
Go Eagles!
Proud sponsor of Ray Eagle Athletics.
Top of the 5th inning, Wray in front 13-3. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. First 2 pitches missed the zone for balls 1 and 2 to Toribio Gomez. So he is ahead against Camden Riggleman 2-0. If Riggleman can find a way to get out of this inning, allowing no runs, then the game will end in a 5-inning mercy rule. First pitch misses, next pitch I should say, misses in the dirt for ball 3. Riggleman working to avoid the 4-pitch walk. Gomez in this one, 1 for 2, reached on a single in the first inning and then reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Next delivery swung on, foul tip. Good job by Riggleman to get back into this count. Gomez looking to be a leadoff base runner, trying to start a rally here in Wray. 3-1. That one missed well on the inside, and it doesn't matter whether it was a hit by pitch or a walk, it still puts him on base. So base runner on first with no outs. Here is Grayson Johnson. Johnson in this one 0 for 2. Both strikeouts. Pickoff attempt at first, unsuccessful. Riggleman the call. Here's the first delivery to Johnson. This one grounded, slicing foul. Everyone goes back to their spaces. Johnson, meanwhile, falls behind 0-1. Gomez base runner at first, no outs. Wray leads by 10 in the top of the 5th inning. Looking to make it a 5-inning mercy rule. Next delivery to Johnson, misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Johnson. 1-1 delivery. That one misses on the inside as well. 2 balls on a strike to Johnson. Johnson, a couple of practice swings. Here's the 2-1. This one swung on, grounded. Arambula looking to make the pickup. Throw to first, could not get the force out at second. And that's going to be base runners now on first and second with no outs. So reaching on an error there is Grayson Johnson. Taryn Zagire now stepping in at the plate. Also pinch runner at first is Kason Miller, the sophomore. Base runners on first and second with no outs. First pitch to Zagire is low. Throw to third, not in time. It's off the line as well. My oh my, goes to the outfield. Throw home is not in time, and we will not have a 5-inning mercy rule. At least in the top of the 5th inning. Wray could have at least tried to get back up by 10 in the bottom of the 5th inning. However, back-to-back errors finds Wiggins with a base runner on second and a run scoring. So ahead in the count, 1-0 for Zagiri. Mound visit, meanwhile, for Camden Riggleman, trying to help get him this first out, try to get him back under control. Riggleman remains on the mound. Everyone goes back to their places. Glance back at second. Here's the 1-0. This one swung on, grounded to second between the legs of Carson Rockwell. And the throw back in will hold Miller at third. And it's going to be a base hit for Zagiri. 1 run and 1 hit in the inning. Base runners at the corner, 0 outs. Here is Baseller. 1-0, bounces in the dirt. Arambula able to get to it quickly. One-0 the count to Baseller, who is 0 for 2 in this one. Twice he's flown out to center field. 1-0, bounces in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Meanwhile, the pitch in the dirt will allow Zagale to advance to second. 2 balls and no strikes to Baseller. 2 in scoring position, no outs. 2-0, swung on and missed a late swing there for Baseller, and he's shaking his head. He knows there's a bad swing there. Two balls and 1 strike to Baseller. Next delivery, that one swung on, slicing foul along third. Two balls, 2 strikes to Baseller. Next delivery swung on. It's a pop fly nearly to the softball field. Actually did roll over to the softball field. Remains a 2-2 count. Baseller gets back into the box. 2 in scoring position, no outs. Ray's lead cut to 9. If they want a mercy rule, they're going to have to try to regain that run lost in the bottom of the inning. Next one misses low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next delivery, ooh, that one looks like got him behind. So 2 hit batters in the inning. Bases are now loaded with no outs.
Come on, Camden.
Jordan Book at the plate. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI. Riggleman still searching for the first out. Swing and a miss by Book. There's the first strike. Book on the day is 3 for 5. Swung on, grounded to short. Throw to first is off the mark, and more runs coming into score for Wiggins. 2 runs will come in, and base runners will remain on the corners. It is now 13 to 5, 13 to 6, I believe. So Johnson, Miller on Johnson's behalf coming in to score, as well as Zagiri. Baseller moves to third, Book to first on the error. (13 to 6). Ray's lead cut to 7 here in the top of the 5th inning. Riggleman still searching for that first out. Now at the plate on behalf of Flores is Meyer. Meanwhile, pickoff at second is in time. Great throw by Arambuel to get that first out. So Book is caught stealing at second, and he is the first out of the inning. Meanwhile, Riggleman's still a base runner to deal with at third. Pitch is outside for ball 2. Two and 0 to Meyer. That one low. 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0, swung on and missed, and a pickoff attempt at third is no good. Diving in safely is Baseller. 3 balls and a strike for Meyer. Base runner at third with 1 out. Ray leads by 7. Here's the 3-1, swung on, foul tipped. Runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ray looking to just get out of this inning right here. Just get the bat back in their hands. 3-2, that one will drill Meyer on the back. 3 batters hit by a pitch in the inning. Base runners now on the corners with still just 1 out. And Riggleman will have a visit here on the mound. Wind still kicking up here, nearly full cloud coverage here in Wray. Just seeing if we can outlast any potential weather here. And it looks like we will have a reliever here. Ridge Peterson will start warming up on the mound. Base runners on the corners, 1 down. Ray leads by 7 on KRDZ. Back at Baker Field, Ridge Peterson now on the mound, relieves Camden Riggleman, pitched 1 1/3 innings. Base runners around the corners with 1 down. Ray's lead is 7. At the plate is Aaron Mendoza, currently with a 1-1 count. First pitch to him missed the zone, and the next pitch he swung on and popped it foul, unplayable. Ridge Peterson has been effective as a reliever so far this season. We'll see how effective he can be in this game as he will give up a base hit here. Mendoza lines this one in the gap between first and second, and it'll be an RBI single. So Baseller comes in to score. Flores make that Meyer, actually, who'll be at second, and then now Mendoza at first. So 4 runs scoring in the inning. Now at the plate is Truett Frioff. Ridge Peterson falls behind 2-0 to Frioff. Still looking for that second out. Next delivery, that one is called strike 1 on the outside corner. Maybe that'll get him going.
One more.
2-1. That one swung on. It's popped out to the parking lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Peterson trying to get that second out on a 2-strike count. Frioff 1 for 2 in this one. Single in the second. Ground out in the fourth. 2-2. That one swung on. Grounded to short. Wymira. Double play ball possibility. Throw to second in time. Throw to first. Also in time. The double play is good to get out of the inning. 6-4-3 double play. And the side is retired. So, unfortunately for Wray, they give up 4 runs on 2 hits, 3 errors in the inning, and 1 is left on. 13-7, Wray in front of Wiggins. Bottom of the 5th next on KRDZ.
Leading off for the Eagles, first baseman, number 7, Wray Peterson.
Back in Wray, 13-7, the lead over Wiggins. Bottom of the 5th inning. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Wray needs at least 4 runs in this inning if they want to get a 5-inning mercy rule. First pitch for Rice Peterson leading off the inning is grounded to short, and the throw to first is in time for the first out. Meyer also remaining on the mound for Wiggins, as Eddie Estrada now steps in. Estrada in this one, he is 1 for 3, hit a RBI single in the 3rd inning. He's otherwise popped out and lined out. Next delivery for Estrada. This one grounded to short. Struggling on the pickup, and the throw is not in time. The throw to first is also off the mark as well. So Estrada makes it to first with 1 down in the inning. That brings in Ashton Rogers. Rogers in this game, he's 3 for 3, 2 singles and a grand salami. Looking to continue that success here. First pitch to Rogers. It's ball too high, and meanwhile, Estrada steals second. The throw was off the mark. So Estrada now in scoring position in a 1-0 count to Rogers. Rogers steps back in. Pickoff attempt. Ooh, Estrada is in a pickle between second and third. Estrada goes to third, jumps back. Oh no, and he's going to be tagged out, and there's the second out. Caught off the bag. So now the bases are empty with 2 away. So Rogers steps back in with a 1-0 count. Need to try to get 4 runs here with no more outs if they want to try to get a mercy rule in this inning, as Rogers swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind picking up even more here. Here's the next delivery. That one is low. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike for Rogers. Here's the next delivery. That one swung on and foul tipped. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So just like that, Meyer close to a 1-2-3 inning. The 2-2, that one in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2, that one swung on, foul tipped. We'll do this payoff pitch again. Rogers a couple practice swings. He wants to keep this inning going. Payoff pitch from Meyer, swung on. It's a line drive to center field, but coming over to make an incredible catch is Baseller. My, oh my. Actually make that Gomez coming over to make the incredible catch. So the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning from Meyer on the mound. No runs, no hits, 1 error, no one left on. And it is still 13-7, top of the 6th, next on KRDZ.
Do you want precision out of your agronomy team? Ag will deliver agronomic solutions supported by the latest technology, from intensive soil sampling with soil optics to water and nitrogen management with Baramax, and even down to the last weed with our scouting program. We provide season-long input and management strategies that deliver maximum return on investment. Contact us now to learn how we can make the most out of your agronomic inputs.
Thirteen to 7, Wray in front of Wiggins, now in the top of the 6th inning. Wind keeps consistent here. And now a freezing cold Wray, Colorado. First pitch of game 1 was not too bad. However, now it's completely the opposite. First 2 pitches to Fry were fouled. So an 0-2 count. Peterson looking for a quick inning, just like his counterpart Meyer. The 0-2, that one high and inside. Oh, and the hat of Rich Peterson flies off in this wind. And he has to deal with dust kicking up as well. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. This one is a fly ball, high and deep to left center, going over it, and it's going to bang off the wall. It's a base hit. It'll be a stand-up double, leadoff for Fry. So now base runner in scoring position for Wiggins with no outs, and that will bring in Toribio Gomez. First delivery to him, that one swung on, it's grounded foul. So an 0-1 count to Gomez. Base runner on second, 0 outs. Next one foul tipped right into the glove, but that'll be strike 2. That one misses too high. 1 ball and 2 strikes for Gomez. Gomez in this one, 1 for 2. Single in the first, fielder's choice in the second, and then walked in the 5th. Oh, the 1 and 2. This one is a fly ball to right field, and did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Darren Welp over the fall and make that catch. Shallow right field, and that's the first out. So base runner on second with now 1 down in the inning. Here is Grayson Johnson, 0 for 3 in this one. First delivery, that one misses high and inside. Ball 1. Johnson striking out 2 times and also reached on an error in the 5th inning. 1-0, swung on, and it's a fly ball, deep and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wray still leads by 6 runs. Top of the 6th inning. 1-1, swung on, popped foul again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base runner on second base. One, 2. That one is on the outside for ball 2. This one is swung, pop foul behind the plate. Rambula goes to catch it, and he does behind the plate for the second out. Two outs and 3 batters. Base runner at second, and Taryn Zagiri steps in. Zagiri is 2 for 3 after an 0 for 3 game 1 in this doubleheader. First one lined right to the glove of Peterson, makes the pickup, throw to first is in time, and this side is retired. 6 more outs in this one. Can Wray do it? But they'll be at the plate next. It's 13-7. Bottom of the 6th is next on KRDZ.
Number 8, Aaron
Will. 13-7. Wray still in front by 6 over Wiggins. Bottom of the 6th inning. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Darren Welp leading us off in the inning. Still on the mound is J.R. Meyer, the freshman, pitching the last 3 innings. Looking to keep this within striking distance relatively. 0-1, that one misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Welp in this one 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, also drawing a walk. Here's the 1-1. That one swung on, popped foul to the softball field again. Meyer looking for out 1. The next delivery, here's the 1-2. That one swung on and missed in the dirt. Johnson the pickup, and the throw to first is in time for the first out. So 0 for 3 at the plate for Welp, 3 strikeouts. Here is now Caden Lapp. Caden Lapp, this is his first appearance at the plate in today's doubleheader. Did not play in game 1. First pitch to him is too low for a ball. Caden Lapp had a bit of a breakout game, if you will. Game 2 of the doubleheader with Weld Central on Saturday. Went 2 for 4 at the plate, scored a run, and batted in a run. 1-0, that one misses high, 2-0. Next delivery. That one in the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes. Meyer trying to get back into the strike zone here. Lapp on the season, 2 hits in 7 at-bats coming into today's action, striking out 3 times. Here's the 3-0. Gets the top of the zone for strike 1.
Come on, kid.
3 balls and a strike to Caden Lapp, 1 down in the inning. Here's the 3-1. That one misses off the plate. And that's ball 4. It's a walk.
Now batting shortstop, number 3, Joey Wamira.
Joey Wymira steps in. Top of the order is back for Wray. Wymira is 2 for 3 in the ballgame, scoring 2 runs and also drawing a walk. First delivery to him, that one's a line drive, but it slices foul over third base. So Wymira will have to retreat back to the box. Lapp back to first. Meyer gets the call, steps off, threatens to throw to first, but doesn't throw it. Oh, 1 for Wymira at the plate. 1 down, base runner at first. Wray leads by 6, bottom of the 6th. This one is going to be fouled off as well. 0-2 for Wymira. Meyer looking for out number 2. Meyer the delivery. This one's a fly ball, high and deep to left center, and that one finds the grass for a base hit. Lapp heading for third. Wymira makes it to second. Pitch is slightly wild back in, but both base runners will stay. So it's a stand-up double for Wymira. Base runners on second and third with 1 away. Here is Rich Peterson. First pitch to Peterson, swung on and missed in the dirt. He falls behind 0-1. Next delivery, swung on at the line drive to center field. That one finds the grass. It's a base hit, and 1 run will score for Wray. It's an RBI single for Ridge Peterson. Wray has doubled up Wiggins, 14-7.
Now batting third baseman, number 10, Camden Riggleman.
So Caden Lapp comes in to score. Joey Wymira moves up to third. Rice Peterson is at first. Still 1 down. Camden Riggleman now at the plate.
All right, Camden, give it a ride.
Here's the 0-1. That one lined right back to the pitcher and goes right in the gap, and Riggleman with an RBI single of his own. 15-7 now for Wray. If they can get 2 more runs here, this thing is over. So now Wymira coming in to score. Ridge Peterson stays at second. Riggleman now at first. Chris Arambula now at the plate. Glance at second. Here is the first pitch to Arambula. That one's in the dirt. Arambula ahead in the count, 1-0. 2 on, 1 out. Wray leads by 8. Next delivery, that one swung on, foul tipped in the dirt. Count runs even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 on, 1 out. Next delivery, low and away. It's ball 2. Arambula set again. Meyer a couple of glances at second. Here's the 2-1. Ooh, way high and inside, and that one just about got Arambula. Didn't quite, however. 3 balls and a strike, however. Arambula a couple practice swings before getting ready. 3-1 in the dirt. Ball 4. Another walk for Arambula. His second walk drawn of the game. He is otherwise 2 of 3. That brings in Rice Peterson. Rice Peterson having a great game. He's 2 for 4 with a grand slam and a single. 2 runs otherwise scoring. 5 total RBIs. Bases loaded, 1 down. First pitch, that one swung on foul. Again, Wray has just 1 out. If they can get 2 more runs across, this game will end in a 6-inning mercy rule. 0-1, swung on and missed. Ridge Peterson dives back in at third as they try to pick him off, but it's unsuccessful. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Swung on, foul tip, barely makes contact with it, but he's sticking in there. Trying to avoid being the second out in the inning. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, line drive to left field, and that one unable to be caught in left field. And Wray trying to push 2 across, and 2 scores, game over. Ridge Peterson and Camden Riggleman come in to score. It's a 2 RBI single from Rice Peterson, and the ball game has come to an end. Wray defeats Wiggins 17-7. And my oh my, a freezing finish here. Lots of action in this one at the bats for Wray. 2 grand slams, one from Rice Peterson, one from Ashton Rogers. Give credit to Wiggins there. Fighting, not giving up after that big 12-run third inning by Wray. And they were able to just keep fighting it. Stick in this as long as they could. So once again, Wiggins takes game 1, 8-5. Wray takes game 2, 17-7. Wray is now 4-5 overall on the season. Wiggins is now 6-6. That'll do it for today's doubleheader. Eagles baseball will be back in action on Saturday when they take on Burlington in a doubleheader on the road starting at 11 a.m. Check out KRDZ.com for our upcoming broadcast schedule. My name is Connor Dockery. Thank you for tuning into this presentation of high school baseball on KRDZ.
Sukup Manufacturing Company hires people that were born and raised to work in this industry.
I grew up farming, and we had Sukup equipment on our farm.
I still actively farm. I know what the farmers' problems are. I can use that to help make our products better.
What to market your grain.
And the best way to manage that?
On-farm storage.
Sue Rother, Fleet Manager for Sukup Trucking Operations.
We've had several calls where a farmer is broke down, a dealer needs a part right away. We do whatever we can to get it there.
The Sukup Dealer Network is also a critical part of the company's success.
Our relationship with our dealers is very close. They know who they can contact if they have a need.
The dealers are absolutely committed to this product.
When you buy something, you want to make sure you have good service that comes with it.
You have depended on Farm Rain for your customized farming equipment and service. We are humbled by your trust. We don't take it lightly. And we don't take it for granted. Thank you for continuing to count on us.